There's a night somewhere in your investing life when you open your account and the balance has jumped more in a single month than you saved all year. And you didn't do anything. No raise, no genius stock pick, no extra shift. The market just handed you more than your best month of saving ever could, quietly while you were asleep. Most people miss that night completely. They keep grinding, keep depriving themselves, keep treating every dollar like it's load-bearing, long after the thing actually building their wealth stopped being them and started being the money itself. Because there's a specific balance where the engine switches over, where your paycheck quietly hands the job to the market and never gets it back. Cross it and saving harder barely moves your final number, and the cruel twist is that the people who reach it are almost always the last to notice. My name is Nick, and today we're finding that exact number, why almost nobody's allowed to reach it, and what it does to the ones who make it. This is easier to watch when it has a face, so let me give you two people. We'll call them Maria and Alan. Same age, 38 now. Same city. Same sensible portfolio. They both started investing in their late 20s, and for about a decade their accounts climbed in that slow, unglamorous way that makes you quietly wonder if any of it is worth it. And then something split them apart. It wasn't income. It wasn't luck. It wasn't some hot stock. It was one single piece of understanding that Alan had and Maria didn't, and by the end of this you'll know exactly what it is. I'm also going to show you later the one scenario where reaching this number and trusting it too soon quietly wrecks you, because it very nearly wrecked an entire generation of investors and almost nobody saw it coming. So stay with me for that, because this isn't really a video about saving harder, it's about the exact moment the game changes hands from you to the market and whether you even notice it happen. So let's find the number, and the math behind it is almost insultingly simple. The whole idea is something people call the crossover point. It's the moment your investments earn more in a year than you contribute in a year. Below it, your savings are doing most of the heavy lifting. Above it, the market takes over the job and it never gives it back. Here's how you find yours. You take what you put in every year and you divide it by the return you expect to earn. That's the entire formula. Let me make it real. Say you're a solid saver putting away $12,000 a year, and let's use 7% as a reasonable long-term return because that's roughly what a stock-heavy portfolio has averaged over the long haul after you strip out the fairy tales. $12,000 divided by 7% lands you at about $171,000. That's your crossover. Once your portfolio passes $171,000, a normal market year throws off more than 12 grand all on its own. The market just matched your entire year of sacrifice while you were asleep, and it didn't even ask for a thank you. Now watch what happens when we turn up the savings. Say you're really going for it, maxing out a 401, somewhere around $23,500 a year. Divide that by 7% and your crossover climbs to about $336,000. And if you're stacking a 401 plus an IRA plus an employer match, call it $30,000 a year total, your crossover sits around $429,000. So depending on how hard you save, the number where the market out earns you lands somewhere between $300,000 and $500,000. And if I have to give you one figure to tattoo on the inside of your eyelids, it's $400,000. That's the neighborhood where, for a committed saver, one ordinary year of return starts quietly beating one full year of your best effort. And here's the part that should make you sit up. It doesn't stop at parity, it accelerates. Because once the market's doing the work, the pile it's working on keeps getting bigger, so its share of the growth just runs away from you. At $400,000, a 7% year is about $28,000 of growth. At $600,000, it's $42,000. At $1 million, 7% is $70,000 a year. $70,000. That's more than double the absolute most you could legally cram into your retirement accounts, showing up without you lifting a finger. Your maxed out ramen noodle, no vacation savings effort is now a rounding error next to what the portfolio does on autopilot. And I haven't even mentioned volatility, which is where it gets almost funny. On a $1 million portfolio, a 15% up year, good but nothing crazy, adds $150,000. 150 grand. Meanwhile, you, sweating, disciplined, heroic you, contribute